about this popcorn ceiling. This is day 3. All right, fellas. Boy, I slept hard last night. I think I got up twice. I haven't slept that good in years. So getting shit off my chest is helping me out a lot. So this popcorn ceiling, I've done all the frames and stuff. I made it to where I can smooth everything out. But up here, the popcorn ceiling, the reason I like smooth walls is, for one thing, you can get them clean things like the vinyl and stick them to a smooth wall. And things like this, it's easier to clean. You don't get pops stuck in little crevices and shit. You don't have to use nails if you get the walls smooth enough, because you can use them command strips. And it don't look tacky like that shit. Luckily, as long as this hasn't been painted, this fucking ceiling will come down pretty easily. Now, if you paint it, that makes it a little bit of a problem. First, what I do is I take my water right there. I have a big old fucking, like, 5-gallon sprayer with wheels. It's electronic and all that, but I lost the charger for it like a fucking idiot. So, I just take that regular water, no soap or nothing, and scrape it. Or spray it down real good. And you let it sit for like 5 minutes, or by the time you get done spraying the roof, you can go back to where you started and it's already soaked in a little bit. And then you take your scraper like that, or a paint scraper, and you just go up there and you scrape it off. Now, if it's painted, that's where the problem comes in, because the paint keeps all the water out of the plaster. Because essentially all you're doing is re-softening your plaster, right? So when there's paint on it, it's a little bit more tricky, because you'll go over it and you'll scrape it, and then you'll go over it and you'll water it again and give it 5 minutes. Because whenever you scrape it, it don't matter if it has paint on it or not. You're going to take down these little dingleberries. You'll take all those down when you scrape it. So now you have exposed plaster that you can spray with the water, and it will soak into those little spots that you cut off the top of them. So let me go ahead and get this started. I miss my other one, but I love working for free for my wife. That's pretty cool. Hopefully she gives me the stuff like she said she's going to. See, something I could have used for my anniversary, for my 19th anniversary, was a new fucking watch. Or a new pair of Meta glasses, because my other Meta glasses ran out of warranty and they won't fucking fix them. I have like 4 pairs of them glasses to record with, but Meta glasses do the best job at recording. My wife was trying to make us some money. Gave all the family's money to a sugar daddy, which I thought sugar daddies were supposed to get her money, so I still haven't figured that out yet. And it's good to turn off the electricity so you don't shock yourself. Now I start the scraper. Might want to wear dust mask and eye protection. Guys, because them old, real old houses, that might be lead paint, which I doubt this is lead paint. I don't think this is painted. If it is, it's one coat maybe, so. But at the same time, you can see there's still plaster left behind, so it wasn't soaked all the way to the sheetrock. When Chris is working and being a nurse, this is, by the way, what I'm supposed to be doing. Since I don't help her or support her at all, and all our properties that we sold, it's because she bought them, I guess. I don't know what the fuck. The funny part is, now that I don't have to put married on my dating profile, I got places to stay on the weekend, baby. Even if it is just my car. Okay, I got it all down in 50 minutes. My idea of a perfect wife, perfect marriage, would be her here working beside me and fucking pulling this shit down and helping clean up the mess. But let's get this cleaned up. That's all the popcorn ceiling, guys. It's really just plaster. There are some popcorn ceilings that have glitter on them, I heard. That would suck. But let me get my broom. See, I never understood the idea of a popcorn ceiling, because it's like a whole fucking jug of plaster, dude. That shit falling down on your floor, making you think you dumped your meth all over the floor. Jesus Christ. Okay, this is my secret weapon. Damn thing has wheels, and when you stand on it, you can scoot around the room without ever having to get down. But last time I used this thing, I was about 80 pounds lighter, so hold my beer, right? If I die, tell my kids I love them, right? All right, I got the edges fixed down, knocked down. Got all the tape back on the floor. Go ahead and sweep it up. And I'm gonna call it a day for today because I'm gonna take the kids' change and go try to get them a pool pass. A lot of you may wonder how I've learned to work on the house while I'm in it. Because a lot of the instances when you live in the house, it's kind of hard to work on it because let's say I leave this room and I go to another room in the house. Those shoes are really dirty, right? Well, on the other side of the doors, there's a big blanket. So, and there's a pair of shoes. So I'll take my shoes off, put these shoes on to walk around the house. It's that easy. Now, I guarantee you, first few times I did this, walking all over the house and having to clean the rest of the house every day kind of sucked. But, hey, you figure out little tricks like that. It don't matter if I get these socks dirty either because I'm going to put those other shoes on when I leave that room. And you see how much dust is getting on these socks? Look at that. So, I can track that all over the house, which makes it really suck for the rest of the house. But I got to go see if I can get these kids a pool pass. And with how much money they got in their change. Because like hell if I'm going to spend my wife's money anymore on perpetual shit like that. See, we would never get a pool pass if it was up to her because she won't go to the pool. So them getting a pool pass is a for me thing. So I'd rather pay for that. I ain't got no money yet. So this weekend, if anybody needs any work done or anything, and you got a couch for me to crash on, $20 an hour, I'll come rake your leaves, take out your trash, give you a massage, work on your sprinkler system, work on your house. I need to make my money on the weekends because those are the only days I'm available. Because after I get done working on my house during the week at 4 o'clock, I try to spend time with the kids. So the weekend's about the only time I got. That's when she comes home and I don't want to be here. So I'll go live in my car on the weekend. Or go hang out at my friend Brian's house, Jay's house, the girl I cheated on her's house. I'm just kidding. That girl don't talk to me no more. She said we were too much drama. So my wife cock-blocked me again and lost another one. But this one was really cool, man. Makes a big difference when you walk into somebody's house and they just drop their clothes right there at the doorway because they are that into you. I've never had a woman into me that much. So, yeah, I'm sorry I accidentally cheated. What the fuck ever. I just went up to hang out with her, you know. And I was doing it behind my wife's back because every time I try to go hang out with the girl in front of her face, she closes up the relationship. And then eventually we're poly again because that's what she wants to do, is try to please me in some way or form by saying, oh, we're poly, and then fucking some dude in front of me. And I mean, the guys are pretty cool. I really wouldn't mind having 2 guys to 1 woman in the house. If the other guy was like my best friend. I mean, could you imagine how easy that would be to raise a family of kids? I would have wanted a whole 12 kids if I had another father figure here to help me discipline them to stop me when I fucking flip my shit and the wife fucking gaslighting me or the fucking kids are gaslighting me. You know, I kind of felt like there needed to be 2 men, you know, here. It wasn't just for the sex, which that's, I guess, is what it was all about with her. Is, oh, I get to have 2 guys at once. What the fuck ever, dude. I mean, and then when I try to have my turn at the 2 women, I could understand why it hurts. And I feel for her on that. But I worked through it for her. I got through it several times. I am no longer jealous. And now, since she made it sound like it's all my fault that I don't have any money and haven't had a job for the last 11 years, and my time isn't valuable enough to her that she thinks that I've earned any kind of money whatsoever for the last 11 years since I've been staying home with the kids. I mean, I've been working on my house. I've been working on all that. This is the 4th property we've had that we've remodeled and sold. And you know, it's not my fault it don't cost anything when I'm doing work myself. That's why I do it myself, because I don't want to pay somebody else some money for something I can do better, just like babysitting my kids. I'd rather watch my own fucking kids. I can watch them better than anybody else can. Later, y'all.